In this video, I'm going to show you how to duplicate any legendary weapon that you want. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Baldur's Gate 3. So this is a one-time thing, so I recommend choosing the weapon that you think would be best to duplicate, whether it's because you can wield it two-handed or because it's got passive perks that you'd like to put on another player even though maybe they're not classed for it. This is from this Mud Mephit named Boney, who has a stand in the circus where you start out in Rivington. So this is an Act 3 thing. There's a lot of good weapons in Act 3. You may not want to do this the first thing because it's a one-time thing. You pay him 5,000 to create a statue. Now, when you make it that statue, and you want to watch this whole video because there's a lot of quirks to this glitch. You want to make sure that you only have the weapon equipped that you want. So don't have a crossbow and stuff. So that's why I've taken everything off of Shadowheart here, and she's just holding the Blood of Lathander, which has a lot of passive perks that would be nice to maybe put on Gale or something like a spellcaster who's not really going to use the weapon. I never use the Blood of Lathander almost as a weapon, but I just use the perks associated with it. And so you give him 5,000 and he's going to make a statue for this. Now, if you're using my farming glitch, you may want to farm him. He does have some good scrolls. I don't think you need the other stuff. You cannot pickpocket him for some reason. So when you give him the 5,000, I'm gonna get you to get it back. But he'll stop being a vendor once you buy that statue. So make sure you bought everything from him. Make sure that you've decided on the weapon that you're going to use if you duplicate before you do this. Okay, so we're duplicating the Blood of Lathander here. And we pay him the 5,000. You go back to camp. Blood of the Lathander, or its duplicate. It's actually doesn't say Blood of Lathander, but it has all the stats of the Blood of Lathander. And it does look like a legendary. And so we're going to command drop this. So we could also possibly do like a heat metal or a melee attack, but command drop works here. But the problem is that some of the people in your camp may get upset at you, and it's going to create a really stupid fight. So Dame Elaine, for instance, gets mad, and then everybody is fighting Dame Elaine, and she keeps on resurrecting. So it just basically gets you in an endless fight loop. So what you want to do is you want to command drop this, but then pick it up in stealth. So maybe you want to put her in darkness. This is what I did. I put her in darkness and had Asterion sneak up and steal it, and get away before she noticed that he stole it. So he would just pick it up. Dame Elaine's blinded, and we didn't get into a fight. Otherwise, it's like this endless fight, or you end up killing a character that you'd like to have in your camp, such as Dame Elaine. So now, I've heard other people say that you can do this. You can do this command drop trick with the self-same trial in Act 2 in Shar's Temple. If you could have done that, you can't do it now. We're after Hotfix 5 and Patch 2. I tried that, and I got those weapons to drop, and they just wouldn't. There was nothing to pick up. They just went into vapor. So I don't think you can duplicate this. Another way you can duplicate a weapon is there's the Divine Intervention, and they give you a mace if you have a level 10 cleric, and you can create as many of those maces, well, several of those maces, by respecking your hirelings or respecking your other characters to level 10 clerics. But I don't think you need tons of those maces that you get from Divine Intervention. So that's another thing you can do if you're interested. I personally think Blood of Lathander has some good perks, and there's going to be some other legendaries later on in Act 3. Personally, I think maybe the legendaries you get from the Worshipper of Baal might be good because my Asterion double wields, so duplicating some of those might be quite nice. Something that could be double wielded, such as the Blood of Lathander, also might be nice if you use it as a melee weapon. Another good weapon would be the Twist of Fortune Morning Star, which you get from the Toll Keeper in the Shadow Cursed lands near Rithwin. That has the Blood Money attack, which allows you to do 4 damage for every 300 pieces of gold. And the problem is that you can one-shot bosses, but, you know, if you fall short of one-shotting, then it's not really a great weapon. But if you had 2 of them, you could have 2 characters try to do that one-shot move with the Blood Money perk, and you can only use the Blood Money perk once per short rest. So if you had multiples of them, that is 2, then you're less likely to fall short of killing the boss in the first turn of a fight. Now you can get the 5,000 gold back from the Mud Mephit. The way I would do this would be to cast Darkness again on the Mud Mephit, and then have somebody murder him, and then just go back to camp, have your whole party go back to camp, and after you've looted him, and then you know, go to the fast travel so you're not in the area and that way you don't anger the whole camp, and you can interact with other vendors at the circus then. So the key thing is that you just don't want to like fight with vendors at the circus, because there might be other vendors you're interested in, and maybe other quest lines that you may get from them. So you just want to murder the Mud Mephit, because you cannot pickpocket him. I tried pickpocketing him like 40 times or whatever. It didn't even give me the normal pickpocket thing telling you what you needed to roll and whatever. I don't think it's possible to roll anything. They are aware that people will want to try to pickpocket and save scum him that way. So you just need to just murder him, and then you get his 5,000. And if you murder him in the darkness, then you don't have to fight anybody else. Alright, subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Baldur's Gate 3. And I want to thank Vuko Bro, who showed me this. And I'll have a link to his video in the description, and a link to the other videos that I have mentioned.